Good morning, dudes. How is it going? Today we're taking a look at the game between Balkan Bears Corleone and Natus Vincia for the ESL ONE Frankfurt 2015 qualifiers. Yes, these guys are called BBC. Now, I don't care. This game had an interesting hero in it. You're gonna see it in a little bit. That's why I chose it, and that's really all there is to it. But seriously, their name is BBC. Let's just pretend it's like the British thing.
Seconds to go.
Well, it's called the British Broadcasting Company or something like that.
5 seconds.
Let's just say it's that. Anyway, let's back at Bears Corleone. So, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the heroes, shall we? We got Shadowfiend, Batrider, Rubik, and Slug for Balkan Bears Corleone. And we got Oathshaker, Sniper, and Juggernaut, and Lion for Natus Vincia. So Natus Vincia is just taking all of the broken heroes right now. They got Sniper, Juggernaut, and Lion. So they're just going big time with the fancy stuff, right? Just as powerful as they can go. That seems like a decent idea. As per bands, we've got Io, Chen, Axe, and Troll. So nothing too exciting there. Broodmother. Broodmother, I think, is mostly a band that it's not really because you're scared of the hero, it's more because fuck that hero, I don't want to deal with it. And that seems pretty interesting, right? We got Leshrak, Dazzle, and Ancient Apparition. Now, Baka Bears is currently thinking about their last pick, or ban actually, first their ban. So what does Natus Vincia need? They got Earthshaker, Sniper, Juggernaut, and Lion. So they probably want an offlane. So there we go, Titans are banned. You know, taking out the most powerful offlane there is. So, yeah, we're gonna get rid of that guy. Or, well, you know, I wouldn't say he's the most powerful offlane in general, but, like, in the current pool of heroes, definitely. Titan is an amazing offlane hero. On the other side, they definitely want another support. Shadowfiend is gonna take mid, Batrider offlane / jungle. And then Rubik and Slug gonna be in the safe with hopefully another support. Maybe a jungler, though I don't like that. I think Batrider is the kind of offlaner that really appreciates there being a jungle he can go to in case he needs it. So picking a jungler seems a little counterintuitive. But I expect to see more of a tanky support. Right? Something like an Ogre Magi, an Abaddon, Omni Knight maybe. Right, something that helps their team survive because they're going up against Juggernaut and Sniper and Lion, all of which are very boosty heroes. So you need somebody that can either take the hits or help your team take the hits. And Ogre Magi, there we go. That's very much a tanky support. Probably one of the tankiest you're gonna find. I mean, this guy is super fucking beefy. He has one of the highest strength gains in the game. He has one of the best starting armors. This guy is a pretty good pick here. I also like the fact that Bloodlust synergizes well with Slug, Batrider, and Shadowfiend. So, yeah. Now, with Batrider, let me just explain that really quick. But Batrider, it doesn't really use the attack speed, obviously, because Batrider doesn't spend that much time hitting. But movement speed is very nice. Very, very nice on that hero. It's so good that some people like to get Mask of Madness on Batrider. Not because they plan on attacking anything, but because they just want to get as much distance with the lasso as they can possibly get. And Ogre Magi helps with that, right? The Bloodlust is going to be nice for that. But of course, it's mostly about the Slug and the Shadowfiend, but that's also very powerful. Now, Na'Vi is going to go ahead and pick their last hero. This is going to be the interesting one that I wanted to see. If we actually get to see it. Come on, Na'Vi. What are you waiting for? Oh man, I don't want to spoil it. I'm just waiting. Funny side note, actually, like they picked the same hero in the game afterwards, but not Na'Vi. BBC did, which I think is kind of interesting. I don't know, but come on, buddy. There he is. Spirit Breaker, Barafoom. Yup. I have not seen him a lot in competitive. He pops up every once in a while, right? More as of a... Like, I don't know, I wouldn't call him like a flavor of the month. Like, definitely not. But he's more like a flavor of the moment, right? Whenever you see Spirit Break, he kind of pops out in like 3-4 games and then he just vanishes again. So, you know, we're gonna see him right here. And again, like, Game 2 also has a Spirit Breaker. So, but for the time being, we're gonna take a look at this one. So, as per lanes, I think it's pretty obvious on both sides. We're gonna have Dende at the bottom with the line. I expect the Earthshaker to be more active around the mid area to help shut down the Shadow Fiend. Spirit Breaker off lane, of course, and then Sniper in the mid. On the other side, Shadow Fiend mid, we're gonna have a Rubik and an Ogre Magi at the top with the Slug. I wouldn't be too surprised if the Rubik rotates a bit, or the Ogre Magi, right? Like, seeing as Earthshaker is probably going to stay in the mid a lot, right? Earthshaker is very good at shutting down the mid hero. And especially with Sniper, which gives them a lot of damage, they should be able to take down the Shadow Fiend no problem. So, I think we're going to see a bit of a rotation come out from the Dire as well, right? Rubik is already chilling in the mid. Off lane, of course, going to be a solo Batrider. Nothing too exciting there. That's just to be expected, right? Batrider, fantastic off lane hero. And... yeah, no, seriously, you should just go into the offlane with Batrider. that's just kind of like how it is. I like that, by the way. Giving the money to the Ogre Magi instead of the Slug. Yeah, you paid for that sentry, you can take the board. Oh well. So, I gotta go ahead and grab themselves this rune. Doesn't seem to be contested. Meantime, Dandy gonna grab the bottom one. Or maybe not, maybe it's gonna be Vansko. Or maybe it's a Sniper. Nah, it seems they can't really decide. It's gonna end up being the Sniper, so... Did he just cancel his attack? I hate it when people do that. I really hate it when people do that. Or like spam casting a big ultimate. Yeah, great, you can cancel it, fantastic. Great job, I'm proud of you. You're gonna end up using it, aren't you? You're gonna end up screwing up. Yep, I would much rather you don't screw up, so don't even start with that, because there's not much of a point to it. Anyway, so the lanes turned out to be exactly as I predicted. Mostly, I guess, Earthshaker is still kind of unsure where he wants to go. But Sniper against Shadow Fiend in the mid. This is actually the exact same matchup we had in the last Shoutcast. Well, I wouldn't even call them Shoutcast. Can we just call them like Chillcast or something? I don't know. I don't really shout that much, I suppose. But... point being, this is a matchup that is very interesting in my mind, because it can really go either way. But that's really just something that's, you know, Shadow Fiendish, I suppose. Right? Shadow Fiend is a hero where every matchup can really go either way. I know it sounds a little weird. You would expect, well, you know, that's true for every hero. No. There's some matchups that are just losing matchups that you're not gonna really stand a chance in. Shadow Fiend stands a chance against everybody. Oh, meantime, bottom kill. Yeah, that's gonna be the first blood for Dandy right here. But Shadow Fiend is a hero where he most definitely can win against everybody, but he can also lose against everybody. He's not very consistent in the mid, I would say. Like, you don't pick Shadow Fiend to win the mid. Like, if you pick something like a Viper, you're saying, no, I want to win this mid. Right, I want to take this. Let's go and then just roll over them. Oh, Goblock coming in. He wants to get the fish here, but... as long as the Shadow Fiend is aware that he's around, he's not gonna be able to do it. But yeah, you know, like Shadow Fiend, it's a bit tricky. You can really never be sure whether or not he wins the mid. What makes him very powerful, though, is that he's got, well, some of the fastest farming in the game. And as a result, you can rely on him being able to get some money. So, it seems that Miracle, he's doing okay, actually. I mean... somehow he is keeping up with the Sniper, which is pretty good. And I'm not too surprised by that. Again, Shadow Fiend is very powerful. It's just a bit tricky because, like, Earthshaker has been around a lot. And that always makes it difficult, because you need to take care of your positioning. Earthshaker forces the opposing mid hero into not really bad positioning, but I would say like suboptimal positioning. Oh, actually, here we go. Miracle, yeah, he went in on the Sniper. He tried to just take him down like he would usually do. Get some harassment in. But he's gonna pay for it, because that's exactly what I was talking about, right? As the mid in this kind of lane with the Earthshaker around, you always have to take care of the Earthshaker. You always have to make sure that you don't get caught. Which you can do, right? You just need to play defensive. But the unfortunate thing about it is that you simply don't have the choice of going for kills anymore. You just have to restrict yourself so much, and that is kind of unfortunate. But Shadow Fiend goes down, poor little fella. Somehow still ahead on last hits. So I mean, he's doing pretty well regarding that, and for the time being, I'm not too worried about him. Right, like, it's Shadow Fiend. We all know what Shadow Fiend does. The hero is very powerful, so he should do okay. Nonetheless, Rubik is currently stacking up the jungle. I like this. Stack that. Stack it all day. Oh, look at that. That's also a huge stack. Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Slark can actually kill this. He's not even that bad at it. I mean, he does have some AoE. And Shadowfiend, of course. He comes in, races it down. Like 3 races and the entire camp is gone. That's a lot of money, a lot of experience for the guy, which is very important. And again, like this all comes back to Shadowfiend just being fantastic at farming. Batrider. Kind of... Actually, he might turn us around on Goblock. Yeah, he's going in right here. We got the Lion as support though. So he will just end up retreating. But you need to be careful in those kind of scenarios. Because an Earthshaker cannot fight a Batrider. Not this early on, not without any mana. Batrider will win that every single time. Because he actually deals a ton of damage. And I felt like Goblock was going in a little bit optimistic. Anyway. Miracle. I just love watching Shadowfiend. I don't know. You should probably be watching the Spirit Breaker or something. He's just not doing anything interesting, right? He's playing in the off lane. Actually gonna get caught right here. Picked up into the air. Gonna be put down rather quickly. You know, we need some meat for our barbecue later on. Meantime, we got a kill on the sniper. Let's actually skip back. Those two happen simultaneously. I would like to see the kill on the sniper. That's interesting to me. So... you know, it's just a little bit of back and forth in the mid. Invisibility getting used, and I can already tell where this one is going. Race number 1, race number 2, and race number 3. Fantastic, beautiful play, went for the 3 races, got himself that little gem upgrade, free Shadow Race combo, and, you know, that's just a beautiful play. I don't have a better way to describe that, right? Like if you can pull that off, that's good. That's good. Like hit all 3 of those races. Now of course the sniper played into his favor. I think the best thing the sniper could have done right there, as soon as he saw the first race, is just stay put and start fighting back. You got the Earthshaker around. You know, maybe that's gonna scare him away. But he tried to run. You cannot run. Like, if you run, he's gonna overpower you. That's 3 races, right? Races deal 325 damage each. That's about 1,000 damage. You can't tank that this early on. You just can't. Especially not if he also hits you, like, once or twice. Because Shadowfiend actually hits really fucking hard. So, yeah. He panicked a little bit, but it's difficult to not panic in that kind of situation. So, I totally don't mind it, right? Shit happens. So for the time being, Shadowfiend now finishes up his power threats. Same on this. Actually, no, not same on the sniper. He's not even going for power threats. What am I thinking? But though, Yapso gonna get charged. He's probably gonna be able to lift up the Spirit Breaker. Yep, at the last second. He's dropping pretty low though. 255 is the mark. If he gets to that, then he's gonna get sniped. Oh, the Fisher. No, not coming out yet, and still not coming out. I think if he had casted on Yapso right here, then maybe an Assassinate would have done the trick. But another charge coming out on Miracle. He cancels it though. Doesn't want to commit to this. Not against a hasted Shadowfiend. There we go with the Fisher, but Miracle is fine. He's still got bottle charges. He's got tangos. He's just going to fall back and play it safe. He managed to protect his Rubik. That's really all he needs right here. Right, there's no need to go too crazy on this entire encounter. Like, you just chill. You just take it slow and you're going to do just okay. Meantime, Manskull just farming a bit at the bottom. I like this, right? This is actually really nice because we got Dende now in the jungle, and he's about to get us a Mask of Madness, I assume, right? So he can totally just sit here in jungle. Like, that's perfectly fine. But the cool thing is that this way the Lion actually gets a lot of levels and farm as well. And you know, once this guy gets his Blink Dagger going on, Lion is just so scary. Because you blink in, you have an instant disable in the Hex, and you have that huge burst from the Finger of Death. It's kind of nasty like that. He might even want to go for a Hand of Midas. I wouldn't mind that. I really like the Hand of Midas, but you know, we're gonna see about that. Meantime, in the mid, charge coming out on Miracle. Assassinate also cast. It's gonna drop him pretty low, but Omni Slash finishes him off. Just 1 hit from the Omni Slash. But I think that's perfectly fine, right? Just secure the kill, make sure that you actually get it. And well, he did actually end up getting it, right? So, I think that worked out for Na'Vi right there. It looks a little silly to use the Omni Slash like that, though, doesn't it? Like, you use it, and you're like, oh, right, we got one hit off of it. Nah. But, you know, that one hit got you a kill, so what is there really to complain about? And, you know, he's got his Mask of Madness now, so he will be able to really just drown in money. Like, this farming potential, Juggernaut's farming potential is kind of crazy like that. He will really just be scary and powerful in a bit. I guess I guess even right now he's already is scary and powerful, right? That's just Juggernaut for you. I would like to see a few more points into the Blade Dance though. Like, I know that there are a lot of people that like getting stats over Blade Dance. Not a big fan of that. I think Blade Dance is very nice, and if you want to get stats, you can always do so afterwards. Usually you're not that contested as a Juggernaut early on, right? And it just helps you with your farming, right? It gives you some more damage. Nah, no. I just don't really like skilling stats. Like, to get me to skill stats, you really need to... Like that, there needs to be a very good reason for that. Anyway. Batrider actually ended up being the one that took down this big camp right here. Seems pretty reasonable, you know, like his farm is doing pretty solid right now. As a result to that, and he's about to get his Blink Dagger. Which, of course, that's fantastic, right? That's a pretty early Blink Dagger. That's 9 minutes into the game. Even gonna get himself a TP and some smoke. So, that Batrider will be looking for a kill soon. Definitely, definitely. And I also like that he kind of gave up on the bottom lane. Right? The thing is that Batrider is not the kind of offlaner where you can say, well, you know what, I'm not gonna have a lot, but that's okay, right? I'm still useful. No. Batrider needs items. Batrider needs a Blink Dagger. Batrider needs a Force Staff. If you don't have those two items, you just fucking suck. Like, you're just not as powerful as you could be. And I really, really just want him to get those items so he can be useful. So, going into the jungle, taking down the big camps, right, is a really good idea right now. And it seems we're gonna have a bit of a fight in the mid. Smoke use, so he's gonna sneak around to the back. I am pretty sure that the Radiant doesn't know. They might be able to guess it though. Right, not that the Batrider is exactly here, but that something is going on. Because these guys are being pretty aggressive. Actually, it's only Miracle in the mid right now, but he's being very aggressive. There we go with the grab on the sniper. One race connects. There we go with the flame break to finish him off. Finger on Miracle. He will also be one to fall. Juggernaut now coming in. Omni Slash on the Rubik, and down he goes. That's a 2-for-1 in favor of Na'Vi. Charge on the Batrider, but he will be able to just blink away. And he connects with it. Does he use the ultimate? No. We got a Slug coming in from the back, so he wants to play it cool. He wants to play it safe. Probably a decent idea right now. You know, you don't want to overcommit. You already got... Like, you got a victory out of that fight. If the Spirit Breaker were to die now, then it wouldn't... It would be even as opposed to a victory. And honestly, getting the kill on the Batrider is not that important. So, just making sure that you actually get the upper hand in that fight seems like a pretty decent idea. Sorry. Well, we haven't really talked about the Slug yet. Nothing too exciting going on with him. You know, he just got himself boots out of minus ring for Aquila. Probably gonna start working on his Blink Dagger now. I really want to see a Blink Dagger this game because I think it's very powerful against the lineup Na'Vi has. You get to jump the Earthshaker, you get to jump the Lion, right? You get to jump the Sniper. Those are not heroes that appreciate you being right in their face. So, yeah, I think a Blink Dagger would be a fantastic idea here. Meantime, it appears that the Shadow Fiend is going for the Yules. Really like that. You guys know that I love the Yules. I've actually been playing a bit of Shadow Fiend with Yules and Shadowblade recently. That's pretty good. Like, I kind of took that Empire build of Shadowblade and was like, what if I slap a Yules on top of that? And it turns out it's actually kind of fantastic. I really like it. Gotta play a bit more with it, but... I don't know, I really actually enjoy that Shadowblade and Yules build. It's just kind of really cool. Anyway, oh, we got a charge on Rubik, who is floating in the air somehow. I'm not really sure why, but down he goes. Spirit Breaker is gonna take that kill, no problem. And, yeah. So, I'm not quite sure how well the Spirit Breaker has been working out for them, but, you know, he just got them a kill, so that's fine. He hasn't died that often, which is also nice. It's an interesting hero, right? Because he's so one-sided, like you just charge with him. That's all you do. Like, everything he does is based around the idea of charging with him. So, oh, come on, Miracle. What was that? Oh, come on, buddy. You can do better. Oh. Shrapnel. Fisher. Miracle dropping pretty low. He's gonna use his ultimate just to chase them away. Down goes the sniper. The charge coming out. Takes down the Bat Rider already. And double kill coming out for Uba. On that Spur Breaker. Takes down the Shadow Fiend in the end. They managed to trade for the sniper, which was pretty good. You know, considering that looked like more of a very one-sided gag. But nonetheless, I feel this still worked out in favor of Na'Vi. Poor old sniper though. I feel so bad for him because he keeps getting these kills. But every single time he goes for something, it's just, he's the one that ends up dying as well. And like, well, this was good for the team, but I'm still not getting shit. And it's very frustrating to have that going on. He's got his Mask of Madness now. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays from here. I think the Mask of Madness is an interesting response to the situation that he's been in. That's probably not a response at all. It's probably just him saying, I like Mask of Madness, right? But, like, he hasn't been doing too great on the whole, well, you know, keep getting ganked side of things. So, just saying, you know what, I'm gonna get a Mask of Madness anyway. It's a bit interesting. By the way, a bit of a side note, I would really like to see a second point into Headshot before level 12. Because it actually, like, it increases by 50, then by 25, then by 25, then by 25. So, it's actually a decent upgrade if you just get 2 points into it. I prefer that over 1 point. And, you know, like, you don't really miss out on that much range. Meantime, Shadow Fiend goes down again. They had a finger come out for it. Slark jumping in. He's going for a Shadow Blade. Interesting. Activates his ultimate. I would really prefer a Blink Dagger right now. I think Blink Dagger would be much, much better. But, as we saw last game, like, Shadow Blade can work, right? Like, again, I just like Blink Dagger more. I think it's more powerful. But I don't think Shadow Blade is bad. I just like Blink Dagger more. And I would really like to see it, especially this game. Maybe he's gonna get both, alright? But that would be a little silly. That would be just ever so slightly silly. Nah, we're gonna see about that, right? Meantime, Dende got himself a Saint Yasha finished. That seems pretty nice, I suppose. You know. He's just all about the farming. He's got huge movement speed now with Face Boost, Saint Yasha, Mask of Madness. He's gonna be all over the place. His fighting potential is quite high as well. So, yeah, this is already a quite scary juggernaut. I mean, he's leading the creep score. Is he leading the net worth? Oh, by quite a bit actually. So, oh, Slark coming in. Juggernaut doesn't actually have that much mana right now. He's got a magic wand though. Magic stick, I'm sorry. Which should give him a little bit. Oh, mana potion used. They gotta go for him. He's dropping. Not gonna be able to get anything done right now. Patrino on that slot. He wants to get the Spur Breaker, and down he goes. Vansko might be next in line. His sniper shot finishes off the fish. Shrapnel on Levy. He tries to TP out, but the Fisher stops that from happening. Gonna turn around with a stun, but not gonna be enough to stop Trofka from getting that kill. So that was a 2 for 2. Probably in favor of Na'Vi. Maybe not. I don't know. It's really difficult to tell. But overall, I think Na'Vi is... No, actually, this is super fucking even. Holy shit. This is so... Like, all of these fights are so messy with people dying left and right. Oh, man. But this time, actually, the sniper managed to survive. So I'm pretty sure he's quite happy about that. We got the Euros down on the Shadow Fiend, so its farming is really gonna start picking off at this point. Again, Euros often, like, people don't quite understand what it's about, like why people buy it on Shadow Fiend. It is not, and I repeat, it is not a combo item. Yes, the combo is nice, right? The combo with the ultimate, or even with the races, fantastic, very powerful. That's not what it's about though. It's all about the farming. It's a farming item, and it's an incredible farming item. So, him being able to, you know, just kind of step up his money income now is really important for BBC, and hopefully going to be able to kind of keep this going. Well, we already saw the Shadow Blade on the Slark. I wonder what he's going for next. Wouldn't be too surprised by a BKB. Probably going to end up seeing a Scarly though. Like, that just seems like the best item right here. Rubik also working on a Yules. That's pretty interesting. It's just an all-around solid item, man. It's just good, right? Like, seriously. There's not much you need to say about a Yules. Blink Dagger down on the Lion now. Juggernaut. takes down Roshan. I completely missed that. I'm sorry. I don't know. But he's gonna pick up the Andrews right here. He's now level 13. And seems he will rotate into the mid lane. Looking for maybe a pick off with the ultimate. I mean, like, that's just one of those cool things about Juggernaut. It's just like, oh, right. If I catch somebody on their own, they are dead. So let me just do that really quick. Oh, well. He's gotta start pushing down the mid. He's got the Aegis now, which is very powerful. Again, Juggernaut is scary. So he's gonna be able to hopefully get a lot done with that. I don't know what that was all about. Just gonna stand like there tanking a few hits for good measure, I suppose. Oh well, I wonder what he's going for next. I'm probably gonna... Wait, is that a Skadi? Could be a Skadi. Could be a Skadi. Oh, interesting. How are you gonna see about that? Goblak, in the meantime, desperately trying to get his Blink Dagger. Of course, it's the most important item on an Earthshaker, by far. It's not even close. You definitely want the Blink Dagger. You want it every game, and you want it as soon as you can get it. So, hopefully he will have it in a bit. Oh, Sniper goes down. Probably just caught by the Batrider. Yeah, he just went in with the lasso. He's got his 4 staff now. Like, that leads to some very easy kills. Like, there's just nothing too crazy about that. And yes, Slark going for the Skadi, picks up the point booster first. Point booster is actually very cost effective. Like, for the price, it gives you amazing stats. It really does. Like, 200 HP and 150 mana is fantastic for 1200 gold. It's really, really good. So, you know, I totally approve of him getting that first. Meantime, mate. They wanted to get the tower, but all of the TPs are gonna stop that from happening. It's not in deny range yet, but it seems they want to keep it alive. Uber, in the meantime, he's just casually farming. Like, you can tell. He's just like, yeah, you know, gonna take this slow. I'm gonna start working on my BKB now. I'm okay with this, right? Gonna try to get some money wherever I can. I know I'm not the fastest farmer, but hey, you know what? It's fine. And the cool thing about Spirit Break, of course, this guy is super fucking tanky, right? He's just insanely tanky. As you can see right now, he's got 1600 HP. He's gonna have 1800 almost in a bit. There we go, right? And 9 armor on top of that. He's pretty fast. He's got Earn. This guy is just difficult to kill. Difficult to kill. And I don't know how much of a priority it is to kill him, but I bet he's annoying if you don't. So, oh, Dende. He wants to get Miracle. Already got a few hits. Yule's used to protect himself. But it seems that's actually going to be the end of it. Uber cancels the charge. Oh, down here. Ogre Magi. He's caught by a Fisher. 4 staff. Gonna keep him safe for the time being. Seems we got a big fight brewing in the mid. Both sides are ready to take down or defend that tower. Lots of fire. Shrapnel coming out. And the tower just drops. Well, that was slightly unamazing. Yeah, it was so slightly disappointing, but oh well. You know, I think Slark right now is just fine with farming. Like, he wants to get the Skadi. And once he does, right, like, I feel his team is going to be in a fantastic position. Because Skadi is very important on this hero. It's... Wait, is he BKB? No Skadi? Saint Yasha? Aghanos? I'm not quite sure. Like, it seems he's actually going for a BKB first. Huh. Again, as I mentioned, right, I don't mind the BKB. I'm surprised, though, because I didn't expect him to get a point booster and then go BKB. Like, if he was going to go BKB, like, he should have just gone BKB. That's a little weird. Maybe he just liked the additional stats. Or maybe he wanted to go for the Skadi and then realized, nah, man. I need the magic protection right now. Right, I just need to be able to be in a fight and actually get stuff done. But... Oh, actually charge coming out, Shadowblade used. Gonna keep him safe for the time being. There's nobody else around, so they can actually totally just kill the Spirit Breaker right now. Ultimate's gonna get cancelled right away, and down he goes. Slog takes the kill, and I'm not quite sure what that was about, like, from the Spirit Breaker's side. just wasn't much he could get done. Like, it also just seemed a little unnecessary. Now, BKB is already almost done on the slug. Like, God, this guy is farming quickly. If you go ahead and head into the net worth tab, yeah, him and Juggernaut are really competing for top spot right now. And that is scary, considering there's a Shadow Fiend in the game, right? Shadow Fiend is supposed to be the one in, like, leading the net worth. But he's not this time. And gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. He's got Blink and Yules. He absolutely has to get a BKB next, right? That is not a question. BKB is next on the Shadow Fiend. And if he doesn't go for it, then he's fucking up. I have no better ways of putting it. Oh, the multicast. And the race finishes. Actually, doesn't finish him off. Ogre Mage I did. Snipe used already. And Badrino, he wants to take down Goblak first. Gets a few hits in on him, multicast, and the slug finishes him off. The Batrider ultimate used on the Juggernaut. Uses the Omni Slash, however. Turns it around. Miracle dropping low. He's got a double damage still active. He's still in the fight. Spirit Breaker takes him down. Spirit Breaker will pay for it with his life, though. And that's a 4-4-1 in favor of BBC. They might actually even be able to get the courier. 4 stuff ready in a few seconds. There he goes. And that's not quite enough. 6 HP. Very unlucky on that one. That was pure luck, by the way. Like, the reason the courier lived. He's got a damage range of 4. So, him having 6. I guess it could be that he got max damage on each attack. It also could not be, right? And if you have 3 attacks with a damage range of 4, that's a damage range of 12. It's basically a 50-50 on that courier kill. So, a little unfortunate he did not get that. That would have actually been a big deal. That was a huge fight for BBC. I'm pretty sure they're going to start pushing ahead now. Yeah, you can see, like, this is starting to slowly go into their favor, which is quite interesting. Shadow Fiend needs a BKB. Absolutely. You can see that he just drops quickly. But they still managed to win the fight, right? It was just great positioning from BBC all around. And Dende now got himself a Skadi. So he's going just pure HP. Not quite sure how much I like that. Like, Skadi in combination with Mask of Madness, that seems a little weird to me. Because you're not gonna be tanky with a Mask of Madness. You're just not. You're not. End of story. You're not tanky. You will never be tanky if you have a Mask of Madness. Don't even try. So I think it's a little odd that he would go for that. It could also just be seen as a purely offensive item, right? But I think he needs some damage. Like, he saw the Omni Slash in the last fight, and it didn't really do a lot. Honestly, it did barely anything. I would really like to see an Abyssal Blade next, maybe. MKB, possibly. Butterfly. I don't actually know if I would like the Butterfly at all. I think an Abyssal Blade is the way to go here, right? He needs some serious damage. Oh, Padrino uses the invisibility. Charge coming out. He's still got the second invisibility to go. Sentries are down. And Omni Slash finishes him off. Got stun locked for the entire duration. A little unfortunate right there, but, you know, they managed to get the kill. And it's actually a pretty big kill, because that hero's worth a lot. So we've got something incoming. Oh, it's just a casual TP. But yeah, I think the Juggernaut needs some damage, right? He doesn't hit that hard. He hits often, and he slows people a lot whenever he hits them. But he doesn't hit hard, and he needs to do that. You need to hit hard. If you don't hit hard, then your ultimate is just worthless. Because Juggernaut's ultimate is not about getting a lot of hits, right? It's getting about a few powerful ones. And most importantly, it's about getting free hits, right? The hits you get are free. You're not gonna have to risk anything while doing so. You just get them. And, you know, if those hits don't matter, then I feel you're playing it wrong. Blink. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh, pause. 1 second. Okay, let me just skip ahead. Yeah, I knew that you couldn't just that one. Ba, ba, ba. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's one of my least favorite things about competitive Dota. That's why I don't really like. Right now, I guess. Wait, let me try to phrase that properly. I want to, like, if I was given the opportunity to, like, cast for a studio or something like that and do, like, live games, like, properly and officially, I would love to do that. But as long as that's not the case, like, for these videos, which are not live streamed anyway, I'm never gonna do a live game. Because fuck that shit, right? Like, these pauses are unbearable. That's terrible. Holy shit. I don't want that at all. Oh, courier. That's a free kill. Nothing on it, but they revealed the smoke. I don't know if that's worth it. Oh, Ogre Maja. Then they gonna take the kill really quick. Batrider, he's coming in. He knows that Dandy still has the Mask Commanders active. Grabs him. I don't know if they have the damage to kill him though. He's dropping really low. Omni slash used. Down goes one of them. Yasuo might be the next in line. Dende goes down. Miracle getting pushed out of there. Sniper takes that kill. Pattern Row might be next in line. Invisibility not gonna come in to save you this time. Big turnaround from Na'Vi. They take down the entirety of BBC. Huge fight for the sniper. He's gonna be drowning in money after that one. That was really good. That was really good for Na'Vi. And, well, you saw again, right? Like, the Juggernaut, he was pretty scary, right? He did a few things, but it just doesn't seem like he has that impact. He could have. However, without his item build, right? I guess except for the Blink Dagger, he wouldn't have been able to get off his ultimate right there. Because he wouldn't have enough HP. Skadi saved him right there. And even if, like, if Skadi means that, well, you know, my ultimate is gonna be worse, but at least I get to cast it, then that's definitely fine, right? I don't mind, by the way, let me just make this clear. I don't mind the Skadi at all. I think Skadi is fine. I think Skadi is powerful. I just want him to get some damage after that, and he didn't. He got a Blink Dagger. What I'm not happy about is that Blink Dagger. Fisher coming out, Levy. Sniped down by a little sharpshooter. Shots coming out on the Batrider. He blinks at the last second. Doesn't take the damage. Charge still happening. I think Barafoom is going to cancel it right around here. There we go. And Na'Vi might be looking at Roshan right now. Yep, definitely. Ogre Magi being dead is actually pretty important. And they're going for it. Yep, he is dropping rather quickly. Dende also coming in. Holy shit, poor Roshan. He just isn't able to attack whatsoever. And down he goes. I wonder who they will give it to. Dende? Yeah, that seems fine. That seems okay. Bullings up to the ancient camp. Gonna take that kill really quick. Patrino, he knows he's here. Running in. Wants to fight with Dende, but that just seems like a terrible idea if I'm completely honest. Omni slash use takes down the Batrider. Patrino might actually be next in line. He's got a Shadow Blade ready, but it's not really gonna do a whole lot. This is why I don't like Shadow Blade. Right? Because against a good team, it's just not gonna do anything. Blink Dagger would maybe have saved him, maybe not, right? But worst case scenario, it saves him not, which is the same what Shadow Blade did. So I don't know. But I just like the combo of having the Shadow Dance and the Shadow Blade. Like, that's just really cool to me. And, oh well. Seems like Sniper's now working on a Skadi. It's interesting how, like, all of these pop builds are now, like, super competitive. It's just like Mask of Madness, Saint and Yasha and Skali, and it's just like, wait, what? Really? Like, that is very old school. Like, 2005 pubs, where everybody was just god awful. I don't know. It's just weird to me, right? Like, as an old school player, if you showed me this item build on a Juggernaut like 2 years ago, I would be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, seriously, what is wrong with you, right? But that's just how it is today, right? And that's the interesting thing about Dota. It's constantly changing, it's constantly shifting. Well, I guess really most competitive games are, right? Like, there's only one melee. I can really only come up with one game that doesn't change whatsoever. Lane break. Gonna keep the Earthshaker away. Oh, the instant hacks on the Batrider. Fisher keeps out Levy. Levy might be the one to go down right now. Yeah. Even the Omni Slash used. That seems a little unnecessary. Yeah, that was definitely excessive. I don't like that Omni Slash usage. Then they charging in. He wants to take down this tower, but gets scared off. I mean, he's still got the edges. Oh, Batrider grabs Vansko. He's gonna go down before the fight even begins. Charging in is the Barafoom. Lifted up into the air. Nice dunk on 3 heroes. And BKB Shadowfiend still getting forced away. And down he goes. His Death ultimate pops the Juggernaut's Aegis, but you know who really gives a fuck? That's just an Aegis. Sniper tries to take down the Slug, not gonna be enough. However, the tower is gonna be what's next in line. Na'Vi is looking to take these barracks, and with the Ogre Magi, with the Shadow Fiend dead, I don't know if they can stop this. Dende is really committed, but not quite. They don't manage to finish it off. Now that is very unfortunate. Oh, Sniper! The TP is not successful, and down he goes. Goblak, he's got to blink in a second. He's got to keep that gem safe, and he will be able to do so. Dende, in the meantime, you know, he just kind of continues farming. Actually, Goblak might not be able to do so. Oh no, down goes the Earthshaker, and the gem is on the ground. That is really important, actually. Yapso gonna be able to take that one. Rubik, by the way, he now got himself a Yules and a Blink Dagger. Newly acquired gem as well. Though that doesn't really count, right? Shadow Fiend, in the meantime, he's got his BKB done, as we saw. So, as I mentioned, right, BKB is the item here. You have no choice. If you go for Blink Yules this game, you absolutely have no option there. You have to get a BKB. There's just too much disable, too much magic going around. You're not going to be able to make use of your items if you don't have a BKB. And even with it, it just wasn't enough. If Juggernaut doesn't go for damage now, right, if I don't see an Abyssal Blade on him now, then... Oh, there we go. Thank God. No, seriously. You need to get that Abyssal Blade at this point. Like, there's just... It's just... You know, it worked out. Right? The Blink Dagger worked out. Actually, I'm not sure if the Blink Dagger specifically is what worked out. And, like, if it's not the rest of the items. Really? Another second? The last one took like 3 minutes. You cannot believe miracle seconds. But I feel like the Blink didn't actually do that much for him. Nonetheless, they won the fights. They didn't get the barracks, but they still are definitely charging ahead now, right there. Making a comeback from the comeback. So, that was pretty interesting like that. But nonetheless, I like that he's going for damage now. I think that's very important at this point. Meantime, top tier 1 gonna get traded for a bottom tier 2. And seems Na'Vi is pretty keen on finishing. Does the sniper have his Skadi? Yes, he does have it, so that's gonna be a pretty tanky sniper. Not super tanky, but you know, he's got some HP now, and of course, like, this is just insane slow all over the place. I mean, Dende with the Skadi, Shadowblade, not Shadowblade, what I'm saying, Saint Yasha. Sniper with the same. Like, these two heroes actually have almost the exact same item build, which is a little funny. Oh. Okay, he's gonna be fine. So then they does have his ultimate ready. Seems they don't want to commit to this, though. Maybe they're waiting for another Roshan. On the other side, Slug. You now got the Skadi. I don't know. I don't know how much I like that. I guess it's still good, right? Or maybe something like a butterfly would be better. It's probably still the Skadi. Like, Skadi is probably still the best option here. I'm just so unhappy about that BKB. Like, BKB on Slug is so slow, and the hero doesn't like being slow, right? Slug is a fast-paced, I gotta get some kills, I gotta get some stacks, I gotta be the most powerful hero in the game kind of guy. And you're not getting that with a BKB because it's so slow. I don't know. Yeah, I totally get why he's going for it, but it's just not my favorite item, I guess. He's coming in from the back. He's got a Shadowblade active. He's looking for something. I don't think Na'Vi got a gem. No, they don't even have... No, they do have a gem, okay. Yeah, Vansko is carrying it. So they do have detection. And seems they are starting to pressure some more. Travka. I like the lightnings though. I think lightnings are pretty cute. I mean, if you're going for attack speed, might as well. But it's rough. It's definitely rough. Shadow Fiend. He's got a bunch of money too. I wonder what he will end up buying. A magic one that appears. Well, I guess. A bit late for that, but I suppose I don't mind it too much. If you think that you need it. Not quite sure why, but if you think you do, then that's fine, right? Top tower is gonna get pressured by Na'Vi. They just want to take all of the outer towers. They're probably waiting for Roshan, right? Wait, why doesn't it show when he respawns? Oh, that's a little odd, I guess. Abyssal Blade can now be finished on the Juggernaut. I really want him to. I don't think he needs to buy back. I don't think that's something that he needs to worry about. And Roshan is going to be back in a minute. But just go for the big item, right? Just be scary. Oh, Bat Rider gets stunned immediately. Omni Slash used for no fucking reason. But that is a huge kill. Levy? Oh, Levy, I feel so bad for you. Yeah, he's going to be picked off as well. Dende jumps in, but buyback from the Bat Rider, so he's going to be back in the fight. But Slark, he just isn't able to do a whole lot of anything. He's so slow. He's going to go for Bang Score right here. Takes him down, so... You know, I guess that's a gem. Wait, no, he had one. That's like 2 gems around here. Okay, that's interesting. Dende. Ooh, Slark. Gonna be the one to go down right here. Another gem on the ground. What the hell? Oh, well, I suppose that's fine. And Maserati. Boom. Shot in the face by the sniper. Then he knows no fear, he knows no chill. He's gonna go ahead and take down these barracks. Down goes the ranged melee next in line. And this is looking bad for BBC. Buyback coming out from the slog. I just... look at that. Like, he's gonna run in with his Shadow Blade. I guess he hits the Juggernaut, but... I don't know. It's now getting turned around on. And it's all of these slows, like all of these Scallies are actually so important because they slow his attack speed. You just can't fight properly. Travka. He's actually standing in a little bit of an awkward spot. Gonna get yours up and ultimate use beneath him. Doesn't quite connect perfectly, but... down goes the sniper nonetheless. Enchant Totem stolen for the Rubik. And we got the Abyssal Blade down on the Juggernaut. Yeah, that's to be expected. Then he needs to chill a bit more with his ultimate, I think. Like, I don't really know what using it for the Bat Rider was all about, but I guess, I don't know. Suppose it kind of worked. Like, they got the kill, and that's always the thing, right? Like, I keep criticizing their plays, but somehow they are still winning the game. I mean, they got 2 barracks now. Like, they definitely ahead by a lot at this point. So it's just like, you know, who am I really to judge that? Now, that's gonna be an Aegis on the slog, which is pretty important. Kind of want him to just sell the Hand of Midas and get a Basher or something. Or Butterfly. I don't like keeping the Hand of Midas right here, because what is the point? I don't know. Like, something I've noticed is that all of these, like, really top-tier players, they like their farming items. They like keeping them for a long time. And it just doesn't make a lot of sense in many cases. Oh my god! The beautiful stun Earthshaker coming in with the big ultimate Omni Slash, jumping around. Levy, gonna be taken down right here. It's just Slark left. Slark and Rubik. Shadow Fiend buys back, but... Oh, now it's only the Rubik and the Shadow Fiend for a few seconds. Dandy. I'm not quite sure if he wants to commit to fighting the Slark. Hex coming out immediately turns him into a smaller fish, I suppose. Doesn't really make a lot of sense that has any impact. Why did the Lion have 2 gems? Okay, this is a little silly now. Well, Pedrino, he's charging down the Dandy. Charging down Dende. And Dende is not afraid of this. He just turns it around, sniper in the background. He's got an assassinate ready. Doesn't even need it. Just a few hits. Do it just fine. And Miracle dropping as well. That should be game. Yeah, that's it. That was a buyback on... I don't know. These guys don't have buyback anymore. I mean, that's... Fantasy? What is even fantasy? Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, they don't have buyback. They just can't do it. And, oh, down go those barracks. They're gonna rotate to the top and kill them too. There's nothing they can do to stop this. Levy stunned up again. Poor little guy. Oh my god, Dende. Will you stop it? And there we go with the GGs. So, as expected, but Na'Vi can't just finish here. So, that's gonna do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you didn't, wait, if you did, not if you didn't. Well, I guess if you didn't, then don't leave a rating. But if you did, don't forget to leave a rating on the video. And well, I hope to see all of you tomorrow. So those are our end stats. So like, you know, anyway, hope to see ya. Goodbye, everybody.